Tune into On the Pitch with Tijuana. Sorry, 1 second. Tune into On the... What was I saying?
We'll do it live!
With Tijuana, oh my God. I give up. Raph, Soccer Goat, picks. Okay, time to focus. Because here he is, the GOAT of soccer picks, Tijuana Raph.
Boom shakalaka, guys. Wow. VIP, guys, we're on fire right now. We just hit the 8th diamond top play in a row, guys. 8 in a row, guys. Who can you say gives you a play and says, this is the top play of the day, and we hit it? That's 8 in a row since I started doing this, guys. We just hit it. Toluca versus Galaxy, guys. I sent this play last night. Early. I've been eyeing this game for a week. I said last night, hey, let's get it early. The line's going to jump. We got it at minus 125, over 2.5, guys. Unbelievable, guys. This is why today's show is a little bit late. We were watching the game. Dude, look at those numbers, guys. These are real raw numbers. I had over 130 people in the VIP for September. Pretty much everybody's back. Everybody committed to buying for the rest of the year. I had a super special for the rest of the year, guys. We got almost everybody back. A few people will be entering the VIP in a couple days, because bills are due right now. But you guys, I'm very affordable. Nobody in the business is hitting 75%. This is a 406 sample size, guys. 406 games, and I'm hitting 75%. We're hitting 75, 80% any given time. Yesterday we went 7-2 in Champions League. Today the morning started a little rough. Hey, bad days happen, bad mornings happen, but guess what? We just came back and hit the diamond top play of the night. 8 for 8 on those top diamond plays, guys. Unbelievable. Those are included for all VIPs. We finished the night, I think 6 or 7 in a row, guys. I threw a live play, live corner kicks over 11.5. We hit that too, guys. Some people had the over 3 because they bet it late. Man, as soon as my bet went in and we hit it hard, and it's been hitting it since yesterday, the line went up. Guys. I'm moving lines with these plays. Over 2.5, minus 125. By kickoff, it was minus 200 over 2.5. We hit it. We smacked. We hit 7, 8 in a row. We hit the live corner kick bet, guys. I'm telling you right now, guys, what's happening right now in the VIP is unbelievable. There's free plays. My free plays I think are like 15 for 17, guys. Free Telegram, 15 for 17. Nobody in the business is what I'm doing. I'm giving away free picks to everybody, to the people, guys. But the real action's in the VIP. I don't know what else to tell you guys. I give you guys free plays on here, guys. You know what? I just want to say that we're blessed to be on this earth, guys. Another day above ground is a great day. So always remember that, guys. But you got to get in on the VIP. You guys, come see what it's about, man. It's ridiculous. It's crazy, guys. VIP guys that are watching me right now, appreciate your support. You guys have been in the VIP for a while now. And we're going to keep doing this, guys, day in, day out. Whew. What a game, guys. I was cheering loud. Toluca versus Galaxy, guys. The final score was 3-2. Final second corner kick. There was no time left. Toluca puts it in the back of the net, guys. You can see all the highlights on my story, guys. It was crazy. Wow. NFL's been going really well as well, guys. We have some teasers. My specialty is the primetime NFL teasers. We've hit like the last 3 or 4 NFL teasers. We've also been hitting player props, guys. So that'll be at the end of the show. Let's get right into it, guys. We're going into Friday soccer action. Make sure you grab your pencils, papers, take some notes. Thanks if you're watching this live, guys. I appreciate it. If you're watching a recorded episode, I appreciate that as well. Man, what a week. What a month. What a year, guys. It's going to be the great end of the year. One of my top favorite leagues comes back in October, the end or middle of October, the Australian Soccer League. So we'll be up late watching those games as well. All right, moving on to Friday. Got to catch my breath here, guys. Friday soccer action. We're going to go to the Premier League, guys. Freaky Friday, Premier League. We're going to go to Bournemouth, guys. Bournemouth, minus 116 versus Fulham, plus 303. You know, guys, I'm not going to even go into too many details here. We're going to keep it simple because I got these guys. I could read these guys like the back of my hand, guys. Bournemouth, Fulham. We're going to get a boat to score there, guys. England Premier League, game number 1 on Friday. Give me Bournemouth, Fulham, boat to score. Next up, we're going to the Serie A Italian Soccer League, guys. On Friday, there's only about one game in each of the leagues, the top leagues. They're just giving you a little taste, little appetizer for the weekend. We make our big bucks on Saturday and Sunday, guys. That's when the top European leagues go, and that's where we make the big bucks. We make big bucks every day, guys. But if there's no good plays, guys, and this has happened, we skip the day, we take the day off. But you know, my chat's full of degenerates and they're betting on everything and they're sending plays in there, guys, and they're winning, we're winning. So, but when it comes to VIP plays, you don't have to force plays. It's better to take a day off than to force something, you know, that you might lose. All right, Serie A, Italian League. We got Hellas Verona versus Sassuolo. Hellas Verona 17th place. In 5 games, they've only scored 2 goals and conceded 8. Sassuolo has scored 7 goals in 5 games, conceded 8. The last game for Hellas Verona, they lost 2-0 to AS Roma. Prior to that, they had a 0-0 draw versus Venezia in the Coppa Italia. And then there's league game. 3 games ago, they tied 1-1 versus Juventus, which is one of the top teams in Serie A. So that was a good tie. They've only seen an over of 2.5 in one of the last 5 games. Sassuolo, on the other hand, has seen more goals in their games. Their last game saw them win 3-1 versus Udinese, and then they did lose in the Coppa Italia to Como, and they lost to Inter Milan. They've seen a over 2.5 in 4 out of the last 5. Sassuolo has 2 wins, 3 losses in the last 5. Hellas Verona has 2 draws and 3 losses in the last 5. So the signs are pointing here to a Sassuolo win, but these lines are telling me something different, guys. Hellas Verona, Sassuolo, Hellas Verona plus 152, Sassuolo plus 189, guys. Give me both to score here in the Serie A Italian League. Moving on to La Liga Spain, we have 1 game, Osasuna versus Getafe, guys. Osasuna plus 118. This is the Serie A Liga La Spain, España. Osasuna at home taking on Getafe. And the current standings here, we have Getafe in 8th place after 7 games. They've scored 8 goals, conceded 9. Going up against Osasuna, who's only scored 5 goals in 7 games and have only conceded 7. So they're conceding about 1 goal a game. The last game for Osasuna saw them lose 2-0 to Real Betis. Last game for Getafe was a 1-1 draw versus Levante. They've seen 2 1-1 draws in the last 2 games. They have 2 both to scores out of the last 5. Osasuna has 3, actually only 2 both to scores in the last 5. Last time these 2 teams faced off against each other was a 2-1 win by Getafe. One trend here, guys. Last 5 games head-to-head between these 2 teams have seen it both to score, that we have seen some goals. And we're going to keep it simple, guys. It's going to be a Friday both to score day. Give me Osasuna, Getafe, both to score as well. Then we're going to move on to La Mexican League, guys. Liga Mexico for Friday. We have Necaxa versus Pachuca. Necaxa has seen a both to score in 3 out of the last 5. Pachuca has seen a both to score in 2 out of the last 5. Last time these 2 teams faced off against each other, saw Pachuca win 5-3. Prior to that, Pachuca won 6-2. Prior to that, Pachuca won 2-1. These are all head-to-head matchups, guys. We've seen some goals between these 2 teams when it comes to head-to-head. Current standings, Pachuca's in 8th place, 15 goals scored, 13 conceded. Necaxa 15th place out of the playoff hunt right now. Pachuca is in the top 10 go to the playoffs. Necaxa 9 points, need to get some wins here to get back into the playoff hunt. You know what we're going to do here, guys? The line is plus 167, plus 146. Give me over 2.5 goals here, guys. When it's over 2.5, we most likely should get a both to score here as well. Moving on to the next game, Mazatlan versus San Luis. Give me both to score in Mazatlan versus San Luis. Final game, Atlas versus Juarez, guys. Atlas versus Juarez. We're going to go both to score as well, guys. Keep it simple. These lines are telling me both to score, guys. Might want to do a both to score parlay on Friday, guys, to keep it nice, simple, low bet. It is Freaky Friday, so you never know what you're going to get. Freaky Friday is real. We brought that up earlier in the season. On Fridays, dogs tend to bark. NHL's coming up, so that happens with the NHL a lot as well. A long time ago, I used to bet NHL, and now I don't have much time. I'm concentrating on the number one sport to bet, which is soccer. But the dogs do bark on the NHL as well. Last game for Friday, Bundesliga, Hoffenheim versus Köln. Hoffenheim versus Köln. Köln is in 7th place, 10 goals scored, 9 conceded. Hoffenheim in 10th place, 9 goals scored, 11 conceded. The last time that Hoffenheim played, they tied Freiburg 1-1. Köln coming off a 1-2 loss to Stuttgart. And Köln has seen a both to score in their last 5 games out of 5. Hoffenheim has seen a both to score in 5 out of the last 5 too, as well. Hoffenheim coming off a 1-1 draw. Köln 2-1. Hate to say it again, guys, but we're going to keep it simple. Give me both to score, guys. Both to score in Hoffenheim and Köln, guys. And that's for the Bundesliga. And that'll do it for Friday, guys. Let's quickly move on into Saturday. Saturday soccer action. We got a lot of games on Saturday. We're going to the Premier League, guys. Premier League for Saturday. Leeds United versus Tottenham. Leeds coming off a 2-2 draw versus Bournemouth. Prior to that, they did beat the Wolves 3-1. Tottenham coming off a 2-2 draw with Bodo Glimt in Champions League. Prior to that, a 1-1 draw versus Wolves. They're not doing too well right now when it comes to playing in the England Premier League in their last few couple of games. Tottenham is in that 4th place, though, in the top 4. Leeds all the way down to 12th place, but they're at home. Look at the line, guys. Plus 172 for Leeds. Tottenham plus 152. I mean, Tottenham should get a win here, bounce back win, even though they're on the road. But you know what, guys? I think we're going to get some goals here. This is the first game in the England Premier League. Give me over 2.5 goals in the Leeds versus Tottenham. Next up, we have Arsenal versus West Ham United. Arsenal's minus 500. They're a huge favorite here. Tottenham coming off a 1-1 draw versus Everton. And prior to that, a 2-1 loss to Crystal Palace. You just never know with Arsenal, though, guys. They're minus 500. They could win the game 1-0. They're not the type of team that when they're minus 500, they could put up they can put up 5-6 goals, but they don't tend to do it. They seem to score 1 goal and kind of chill, kick back, and relax. Maybe you could use Arsenal as a we could use Arsenal as a parlay piece. It's very high, juicy. If you want to hit up and join the VIP, I saw the message there, cross the ticker. I do read the messages sometimes here and there. Hit me up in the DM. We'll get you all set up, guys. We're going to just go Arsenal money line there. Manchester United, Sunderland. Manchester United minus 204 versus Sunderland plus 500 there. Something about Sunderland. They're in 5th place. They're playing very well. They just came up from the lower division and moved up to Division 1. Manchester United all the way down to 14th place. They need to get a big win here. They should not be minus 200, guys, but they should win the game here. Parlay piece, Manchester United, money line. Big game here, guys. Chelsea versus Liverpool. Chelsea versus Liverpool. Chelsea coming off a 1-0 win over Benfica in the Champions League. Liverpool coming off a very sad, depressing loss in Champions League, 1-0 to Galatasaray. Guys, this is a tricky game here. 2 of the top teams. Could be a very cagey match, like a chess match. Could be very defensive on both sides. Plus 185 Chelsea, plus 123 Liverpool. Give me both to score, guys. Both to score, Chelsea and Liverpool. All right, guys, we're going to move on to La Liga Spain for Saturday. Real Oviedo versus Levante. We're going both to score. Girona versus Valencia. Girona versus Valencia. Valencia is at the top, 12th place. Girona, very last place. But Girona, guys, is the favorite, plus 137. And Valencia is plus 180. They are plus money, but they are the favorite. So you got to differentiate what that means. The lower plus line is the favorite. Girona plus 137. Valencia plus 180. Even though Girona is in last place, they are at home. They're getting the edge here. That happens in a lot of these European competitions. I'm going to go both to score here. Girona, Valencia. Next game, Atletico Bilbao versus Mallorca, guys. I'm going to go Atletico Bilbao money line. Real Madrid versus Villarreal. You know what, guys? Villarreal has to get a win here. They got embarrassed by Atletico de Madrid in their last league game. Villarreal has some firepower. They can score. Villarreal just came off a 2-2 draw versus Juventus in the Champions League. Prior to that, they beat Atletico Bilbao 1-0, and they beat Sevilla 2-1. Villarreal is doing very well right now. Real Madrid has to be careful here. Real Madrid should get the win. You know what, guys? But we're going to go with goals here. I like to go over goals here because Real Madrid can score goals. Their defense isn't that strong. Villarreal has a lot of firepower up top. A lot of guys that are fast, that can strike, that can score with their heads from anywhere in the box, guys. I like goals here. Give me over goals, Real Madrid versus Villarreal. On another note, guys, we did bet some international soccer today. These under 20 games have been fabulous, fantastic. We had Mexico versus Brazil. We hit the over there. We had Australia, I believe, versus Argentina. We had a lot of games where the under 20 matches are going on. I sent some of them for free in the free plays. A couple of them were in the VIPs. Guys, under 20 soccer teams right now are balling out. I'm not going to go over those. But yes, very good point, guys. Some of these teams are playing a couple days after Champions League. So when that happens, you got to be a little bit cautious. I may be careful and not take a VIP game on a team that just played in Champions League because you never know, guys. Jet lag. I know they don't fly too far in most of those places, but Real Madrid is coming from, I forget where they went to play. They had an 8-hour flight to the middle of nowhere. So they're coming back. So Villarreal in that game might give them some trouble when it comes to that game because they just played and they're going to have a little bit of trouble. Next league, Serie A, Italy. We're going to Parma. Parma versus Lecce. We got to go Parma money line here. It's a great line there. Next up, Lazio versus Torino. Give me Lazio money line, minus 140. Inter Milan versus Cremonese. Inter Milan is a minus 500, guys. Not much going on there. They're also coming off of a Champions League game where they won 3-0. They might be a little bit tired, and they might just do the bare minimum to get a win here. So Inter Milan money line as a parlay piece. Might need to get 2 other parlay pieces to make that a good line. Atalanta versus Como, guys. We got to go both to score here. Atalanta versus Como. Como has shown they can score against some of the top teams. So I like Atalanta and Como both to score. Both to score. Mexican League. For Saturday, guys, Querétaro versus Puebla. Querétaro, Puebla, give me both to score. Tigres versus Cruz Azul, guys. This might be a cagey match. Both teams are doing really well. Cruz Azul's in 4th place. Tigres is in 5th place. The last time these two teams faced off against each other was a 1-0 win to Cruz Azul. 4 out of the last 5 games have been under 2.5 goals between these two guys. So may not expect a ton of goals here, but you never know because the teams this year do have a lot of firepower, guys. Let's go both to score Tigres and Cruz Azul. Then León, Toluca. Toluca just played this game. This game might not even go on because Toluca just finished the game tonight. And I don't even see the lines up for these games right now. So we're going to skip that one. We're going to go to Club America versus Santos Laguna, guys. Club America team total. They're coming off a big win. The money line is heavy there. It's minus 625. We may even dip into the over 1.5 first half here. Club America and Santos Laguna. All right, final league for Saturday, Bundesliga. We're going to Augsburg versus Wolfsburg in the Bundesliga. We're going to go both to score Augsburg versus Wolfsburg, both to score. Then we got Werder Bremen, St. Pauli. We're going to go over 2.5 goals, possibly over 3. Werder Bremen versus St. Pauli. Borussia Dortmund coming off a big win here in the Champions League. We're going to go versus Leipzig. Just give me Borussia Dortmund money line here. Borussia Dortmund money line. They might be a little bit tired too. Bayer Leverkusen in the next game versus Union Berlin. We're going to go over goals there. Then we got Eintracht Frankfurt versus Bayern Munich. This should be a good game, guys. Give me the over 1.5 goals first half. Bayern Munich, Eintracht Frankfurt. And let's put together a nice little juicy grandma parlay. We're going to pick 3 teams for Saturday for a grandma parlay. Bada bing, bada boom. Inter Milan money line. Parlay that with Club America money line. Club America, Inter Milan money line. And we're going to throw in Arsenal, guys. Arsenal, three-legger, grandma style, juicy. Drink the juice. Grandma's been on fire right now, too. In September, she had a sweep at the end of the month. So pay attention to grandma picks, guys. Those are those obvious favorites, but you put them together and they win. Sometimes it's tricky, but most of the time it's not. She's very safe with her plays. It's kind of like when those cappers give you Dodgers, Yankees, Brewers every day, guys. Come on, you don't need a capper telling you to pick those teams. Those are obvious winners. But yeah, that's going to be the grandma parlay for Saturday. Arsenal money line, Inter Milan money line, and Club America money line. Let's move on to Sunday. Sunday soccer action. You know what? Since it's Sunday and there's not too many games there, so let me see. Actually, we're gonna go to the Premier League, guys. England Premier League, Wolves versus Brighton. Give me both to score there. Next game, Newcastle versus Nottingham Forest. Newcastle coming off a big win in the Champions League, 4-0 win versus Union Saint-Gilloise. They're playing Nottingham Forest. They might be a little bit tired, but they're at home, guys. I like the fire to continue the momentum. Give me Newcastle money line minus 160. Everton versus Crystal Palace, guys. I like the boat to score. Everton versus Crystal Palace, boat to score. Next game, Aston Villa versus Burnley. Give me Aston Villa money line. Brentford versus Manchester City. Manchester City coming off a game here in the Champions League where they tied 2-2. They had that win, man, at the very last few minutes of the game, and the other team tied them. Brentford is coming off a big win over Manchester City, though, but they did lose to Fulham. You know what, guys? There should be goals in this game, but I'm going to take Manchester City money line to come back and get a big win on the road, especially due to the fact that they gave up the 3 points in this Champions League game that they should have won. Manchester City money line. Next up, guys, we're going to go to La Liga Spain for Sunday. Alaves versus Elche. Alaves plus 135, Elche plus 226. Give me both to score there. Sevilla versus Barcelona, guys. Barcelona money line. They're also coming off a bad draw. They were winning 1-0. PSG tied them. This was one of those games where we expected a ton of goals, and it just didn't happen, guys. It was a trap game. Whole world was on the over. I was too, because sometimes it's just the obvious over like we had the other day, and it hits with like 7 goals, but this one just didn't pan out. Give me Barcelona money line. And the next game, Real Sociedad versus Rayo Vallecano. Give me Real Sociedad money line. Espanyol versus Real Betis. Give me both to score. Celta Vigo versus Atletico Madrid. Give me Atletico Madrid money line, guys. They're on fire right now. They're playing very well. They just took down Real Madrid, and they just took down Eintracht Frankfurt 5-1. And in our other diamond play, guys, that was our diamond play 2 days ago yesterday in the Champions League. We had the diamond game, Atletico Madrid, Eintracht Frankfurt 5-1, blowout winner. Give me Atletico Madrid money line versus Celta Vigo. Then we're going to Serie A, Italy for Sunday. Udinese versus Cagliari. Give me both to score. Fiorentina versus AS Roma. Give me both to score there as well. Bologna versus Pisa. Bologna money line. Napoli versus Genoa. Give me Napoli money line. and Juventus versus AC Milan. Another of the top dogs going at it in the Serie A. Whenever this happens, guys, we got to go both to score. Both to score. And then, last but not least, the Bundesliga. Let me find it. The Bundesliga for Sunday. There it is. Stuttgart versus Heidenheim, guys. Stuttgart versus Heidenheim. Stuttgart minus 244. Should get the win here. Moneyline parlay piece. Next up, Hamburger versus Mainz. We're going both to score. Hamburger versus Mainz. And our final game for Bundesliga Sunday, Borussia Mönchengladbach versus Freiburg. We're going to go with the both to score there as well. And I believe that's it for Sunday. Let me just double check if there's a Mexican soccer game on Sunday. There are 2 games, guys. 2 games. Pumas versus Chivas. Pumas at home versus Chivas. Kind of like a little rivalry there. Give me both to score there in Pumas versus Chivas. And the final game in Tijuana. Tijuana versus Monterrey. Give me over 2.5 goals in Club Tijuana versus Monterrey. And let's give the people a parlay for Sunday. Parlay for Sunday. For Sunday, we're going to go in the over in Brentford versus Manchester City. Over in Brentford versus Manchester City. And we're going to go with a Bundesliga game. We're going to go with the over in Hamburger and Mainz, guys. Hamburger and Mainz over, and the over in Manchester City and Brentford. That'll do it, guys, for Sunday soccer action, guys. Soccer is the #1 sport to bet, guys. You're never going to hear anything else from me when it's about soccer. Just come find out, guys, why soccer is the #1 sport to bet out of all the sports. I know playoff baseball is going on right now. The NBA is coming back, but guys, the NBA is just not where it's at. There's a very few people that I know that do well with the NBA. It's one of the most inconsistent sports, one of the most difficult sports to bet, as well as baseball. NFL, guys, I know everybody loves the NFL, but some real shady stuff happens in the NFL. College football things can happen there as well. Just stop betting all those sports big and come to the bright side and bet the soccer, guys. Shout out to WagerTech. WagerTech, guys, one of the best sports books in the business. You can bet anywhere. They take all forms of payments. WagerTech has been around for a lot of years. And you know what, guys? Hit me up if you want a link to join the WagerTech book. All right, guys, that'll do it for the soccer. Hope you took your notes down, rewatch it, send it to some friends, subscribe. Let's get into some NFL action. NFL. Yo, what's up, Cal?
What is up? How you doing? Congrats to the VIP. And man, this whole idea with the best play every day, one play, isolate it. It's your play that you feel is going to hit at the highest rate in the day. And I mean, they're cashing really well. So awesome, man. Love it.
Yeah, man. So we're here. We're Wednesday. So I think is there a game on Thursday, NFL, we could start off with? What's the game for Thursday night? I haven't even looked that far.
We have the 49ers against the Rams.
Okay, 49ers divisional matchup, right?
Yes, sir. Interesting game. The Niners. I was pretty deep in that game last week, but I have a take on this one. I have a good prop for this game. But you jump in and I'll tail.
Yeah, go ahead. I'm pulling up some info right now, and I got the iPad, I got the phone, so I'm gonna pull up some information here.
The Niners tend
to. Can the people hear you in the live? I can hear you. Not that good though, but I just want to make sure they can hear you.
Can everybody hear me in the live? Anybody in the chat?
Yeah, let me know. Give us a thumbs up if you can hear Cal in the live broadcast there.
I'm gonna have to set up my mic better. Everybody, yes. We'll roll with it because on the live.
So we got 49ers versus the Rams.
Yeah. So just looking at a prop that I do like, Puka Nacua, he is a target Haas, and the Niners tend to give up, some touchdowns to the pass. So for me, I just like him for a touchdown this week. I think it'll be probably sitting around minus 105. Actually, currently right now, minus 105 FanDuel. Puka Nacua, anytime touchdown. I think that slaps. What's your thoughts?
Sorry, I can't hear you now. Let me see. I wonder if I pop out, pop back in, I can hear you.
You can pop out, and pop back in, and I'll just continue.
All right, yeah.
Yeah, so as far as the plays for everybody, what I wanted to actually even do with some of the VIP guys that are in here, when I put together reels for RAF, I want to be able to utilize tickets. So winning tickets, tickets you guys have, been able to cash week in and week out, and want to be able to use those in reels as well too.
All right, we're good.
We're good
loud
now?
And clear. Yep, loud and clear.
Perfect.
So the Rams are minus 8. They're 3-1. 49ers are 3-1. So no, I mean, there's a reason why they're minus 8. That's a big line. And I mean, the quarterback's out, right, for the 49ers?
That I'm not even sure, but the one thing I was just looking at, I just sort of went on the other side of it, attacked the defense of the 49ers. And yeah, I'm just liking the Puka Nacua anytime touchdown.
73% of the public, of course, is on the Rams minus 8. Over-unders at 45. So I'm definitely going to have a teaser here.
They're going to score touchdowns, man.
It is prime time. You think both teams are going to be scoring? Rams have scored 27, 26 points, 33.
I was looking at the McCaffrey touchdown, and I don't even really like that because the the 49ers are a little bit wishy-washy, man. I don't know how to take them this year. So, that is obviously due to the quarterback issue. But I'm just going to go with the simple, and probably even actually look at Puka Nacua over in receiving yards as well too, or see where the line lies and see where I can get some value.
And I mean, I know that the 49ers have a lot of injuries. It's hard to not take them with the points. But if you think about another game too, what was it? It was the Broncos was in the last Monday night game. If you would have taken the dog with the points, you would have gotten screwed. We didn't do that though. We took the Broncos. We played the Broncos down to minus 0.5 and took the under in that game. So you can't just take the team with all the points there. So you know what? This is a tricky one. I don't really have a play on this game. So if you want to play for this game, you got to be my VIP because my VIP teasers for the primetime NFL games, I think have hit the last 4 or 5 games. We've hit the teaser. So, you know what? I guess I think I'm leaning more towards the over 45 points here, just straight up, because even though it's Thursday night and the 49ers have had more defensive games, this is in LA. So I think I like the over 45 points, even though the line has gone down. That's what I'm going to go with for the lean.
Yeah, I don't mind that. I was looking at that as well too, in and around that marker. I just think that the Rams are going to get a lot on the board, and if the Niners can just help push them over the edge, we're going to see some points in that night.
All right, let's move on to Sunday. Sunday, we have a game in London. Vikings at Browns. What's first thoughts there?
First thoughts, I mean, Justin Jefferson. First thoughts. That's my first thought. I'm going to lead with the prop. The Browns are just going to give up to the pass. They're going to give up a couple TDs to the pass. And I just think Justin Jefferson's just going to get in the end zone. So, I mean, there'll be at least enough value on that one. I don't know if I currently have the line sitting there right now, but yeah, man, I just like that spot there.
Okay, and this is that early game. And when I see these games that go abroad, we see a low over under line here. 39 it opened. It's down to 36. I don't know if that's weather related or what, but somebody says the rookie Dylan Gabriel starting quarterback for the Browns that weekend.
Apparently so. There you go.
But anytime there's a game in Europe, Brazil, I don't care where it's at, I think the fans, are paying to see points. And if the NFL doesn't produce a game that where there is points, not saying fans are not going to go to the game, but they like to see fireworks. They like to see that touchdown. They like to see that spark. I'm going to go with the simple over 36 points, whatever the line is when the game starts. I like the over. I don't care who wins, what the spread is. Just give me straight up over 36 points.
My game pick will be the Vikings, but I do like that play.
All right, moving on to the next one. My Raiders, man, have just been crap. I knew they were going to be crap. They had a blocked field goal at the end of the last game where they could have beat the Chicago Bears, but I actually picked Chicago Bears to win that game last week just because I know my Raiders. Even though I hate the Bears, they're playing against the Colts in the Colts stadium. The Raiders are the Colts are minus 6.5, and it's over under is 48. I can't even take the Raiders plus 6 points right now. Colts are playing a lot better. I'm going to go Colts minus 6.5, even though, that's scary to do that, especially with those big spreads. If I had to pick an over-under, let me see the Colts. Have they been scoring points? Colts 20-27. They just lost to the Rams, but they did beat the Tennessee Titans 41-20. Some would say, Titans are kind of like a Raider team. They're not that great. They have a little bit of talent here and there. But I could see the Colts putting up a big amount of numbers on that turf field against the Raiders. So I may have to take if I were to do a teaser here, I would tease the Colts to even money or plus 0.5 and an over 41 as a teaser. But just give me the Colts straight up minus 6.5. Any props there?
Yeah, so I have the Colts actually. That's the first leg of my parlay this week. And then also looking at Jonathan Taylor over 40 plus yards and an anytime touchdown. I think he just runs it down their throat.
Yeah. Okay. Yes, you're right. They're going to be using him a lot, and he's going
to run like over in yardage. He may even get 2 touchdowns. There's a couple 2 touchdown spots I like this week. He could potentially do that, but I'll be modest with this one. 1 touchdown. And then over 40 yards in a little parlay. But yeah, that he's going to run it down their throat.
This could be a good spot to take to the Indianapolis Colts team total as well, over whatever their team total is.
Could be. Raiders are just really bad. They can't stop anything.
Now, next game, I think you gave me some injury notes. I've been looking online. Is Lamar Jackson out for the Ravens?
If anybody in the chat wants to jump in, I looked and cross-reference. It looks like he might be out, and they might have Cooper Rush in. So, it makes a play for me on this game because I think everybody's sort of given up on Baltimore. But if he is out, I'm going to look at Henry, man. Although we've sort of wanted to stay off him because of the fumble and Baltimore just sort of not doing it. The Texans are bad. They're just bad. Let's not forget this. They are just horrible. Derrick Henry, I actually even they may lean on him pretty heavy. Derrick Henry possibly 2 touchdowns is one thing I was looking at. But I like Baltimore plus 7.5, and I like that plus Henry touchdown as a parlay.
So, yeah, the Texans are actually minus 1.5 on the spread. Baltimore Ravens, the over-under is 40. And the Texans are bad, but they are coming off a big win over the Titans, 26-0. They shut them out, and this was at home. But that's not saying much.
It's the Titans, though.
It is the Titans.
I was a little confused. I was like, I get it because Jackson's out, but, they still have so many pieces, and I just feel like this team needs a win, and this is going to be a really important game. You're going to have a team that rallies around the quarterback being out, a little bit of a narrative. I just think this is a Baltimore spot all day long. Find your value in it if you do want to buy points and be safe and chalk, but I think they're gonna win by quite a bit. So actually, if you were to take a teaser, you would get the Baltimore Ravens plus 8 and then under 48 if you took the under as a possibly defensive game. But you know what? I'm with you. I don't see the Ravens going to 1-4. I don't care who their quarterback is. They still have all the other guys, all the talent that's still there. I think this is one of those games where they're at home. If they don't win this game at home, man, they're going to get booed out of that stadium. Fans might not be coming back the rest of the season. Leave the stadium in Baltimore. They won't be able to leave the stadium.
So give me Baltimore Ravens money line straight up. I'll take Baltimore Ravens with the backup quarterback. I don't care if Cal's in there throwing the pigskin. We're getting the win,
Give it to
Ravens.
Henry. I'll just give it to Henry.
Just give it to Henry. Give it to Henry.
That's the play. Like, that's the play. If Rush is what he is, like, he's, sometimes can look decent. Sometimes he's just all over the place. But just give it to Henry. Play off of Henry, and then find his spots. And I think that they could win a game based on a good coaching, offensive coaching situation. So, yeah, man.
Next game, Miami Dolphins are going to Carolina. Dolphins -1, big injury to Tyreek Hill, but they did see the emergence of a player who, like, kind of everybody had forgotten about. Darren Waller came back and caught 2 touchdown passes. And what's crazy about this is I had just realized the game that day before he's played that he was back on that team. I thought he was already retired. He was like doing his music thing. I didn't even know he was back. I put the Wikipedia info about him on my VIP chat. I said, hey guys, this guy might do something tonight. I should have taken him. I almost took him. I was almost this close to taking him over 1.5 touchdown. 1.5 receptions was his line. His yard line was 11 yards. He hit all that. He scored 2 touchdowns. Yep. So he does have him back, but Tyreek Hill is out. They still have Waddle. What do you got here, man? Where are you going?
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. I'm going to go to HN anytime touchdown. I've hit that more often than not this year. It's just been an investment more than not. And then give me the Dolphins in this game. Like, not as a bet, just as a pick. I think the Dolphins win this one. But yeah, man, lean on HN, and if Waller steps up, we're good too.
Even with that the injury, they're still looking good. Panthers, are 1-3. Dolphins are 1-3, so nobody wants to go 1-4. The Panthers did get destroyed by the Patriots just last week, 42-13. So if we were just to go off of last week's game, then this is kind of like, I don't know, the way to look at it is like, oh well, Dolphins played a lot better. Dolphins played a lot better than the Panthers did last week, so they should win. I mean, that's the obvious thing. They have a few more weapons. You know what? Even though Waller just did really well, I'm going to go Waller again for yards and catches because there's no Tyreek Hill. They are going to have Waddle and A-Chain. I did take A-Chain rush yards in that last primetime game, and that hit. So I think he's going to run the rock again and get some yards.
All right. Looks like we got some spots in that game.
Yeah. Next game, New York Giants at New Orleans. Man, we got some crappy games this weekend. Talking about some bottom-of-the-barrel teams going up against each other. 0-4 Saints receiving the New York Giants. New York Giants, though, just came off a big win. Why are they only -1.5 versus the Saints? That doesn't make sense.
The Saints look pretty good against Buffalo, man. I mean, I think that's probably what we're looking at here. We had Rattler, who was running the ball really well. They played a solid game against Buffalo. So I think that's what the line is sort of indicating.
I'm going Giants, man. Just give me Giants money line. I like this Dart kid.
Yeah, I told you guys about Jackson Dart last week. The benefit I get of being a producer of a college football podcast is I'm pretty in tune with that. Jackson Dart comes in, runs in a touchdown. I knew he was going to get points on the board, whether it was with his arm or him running it in himself. But yeah, you know what? I think, though, just watching the Saints last week, they looked pretty solid. I think Kamara is going to get to the run. The Giants defense, not so solid. I think Kamara is going to be able to get a touchdown. But if we're looking at it, we'll look at Kamara 40 yards and Rattler 15 yards for a parlay. Rattler, anytime that he had an opening, he ran. He ran anytime he had a chance last week. So I think he does that again this week. 15 yards for him, 40 for Kamara, and then I think the Saints win as a pick.
All right, good stuff. Next game, Cowboys at Jets. I gotta go Cowboys to cover the 2.5 points. I'm just gonna keep it simple there. Cowboys to cover and beat the Jets.
Very brief for me. No bet. Not touching this game. Fuck this game. This is the fuck this game for me. Pretty much one of them this week. But I will say that the Cowboys probably win.
All right, next one. Eagles at home taking on the Denver Broncos. Eagles are -3.5. 43 is the over-under. Eagles coming off a 31-25 win over Tampa Bay. They've been giving up at least 25 points in the last 2 games. They gave up 20 to the Cowboys. Broncos playing a little bit more defensive. They have a great defense. Only gave up 3 points to the Bengals.
I have no bet on this one, but you could definitely talk me into one. I was looking at this game pretty hard.
This is a tricky one, but it's at Philadelphia. They're 4-0.
The one note I have for myself is, are the Eagles due for a letdown? And a letdown could be just a game where they almost lose and it looks really bad. Like, are the Eagles due for a letdown? I don't know. Do the Broncos cover? I mean, or can you buy some points and get coverage? I don't know, man. It's interesting.
Yeah. Based on everything we just said, I'm going to take Denver Broncos plus 10.5 and give me the under 50.5 teaser.
There we go. We talk it out. That's why I sort of had like a question mark next to it. I figured we'd probably find a teaser or something along those lines.
There you go. Seahawks, Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Give me a prop.
1 second. Let me scroll down through here. If you want to start. Oh, no, 1 second. I actually don't have anything. I actually have talked it out with Raph on this one because this is an interesting one with this game because looking at the line's a little bit tricky. I think the Seahawks defense does stack up and the Buccaneers may have some problems with it, but I'm definitely interested in what you think about this one because I want to see from a line perspective.
Seahawks, man, have a great defense. We have the Baker. They just lost to the Eagles. They scored 25 points. They had a slim win against the Jets. They're on the road, though, in Seattle. This is a tricky one right here, man.
It is, man. That's why I didn't even want to look at the props because the game line interests me sort of.
All right. This is just based on everything we know, what we've seen. Another teaser. Give me Buccaneers plus 10.5 under, 52?
And I had a feeling we might end up with another teaser on
that. 51. There you go. Because the defense is going to play there. So under teaser, tease to the under 7 points and tease the Buccaneers to 10 points.
Oh, and by the way, I just wanted to lift up this logo a little bit more just for you guys. Just
there you go.
Yeah, we'll just do that a little bit, and I'll just put that back down there.
Who are the Blue Jays playing against?
I want to see them play against Boston, but I want now that the Yankees won tonight, I'm sort of happy because I want them to drag it out. I want people to potentially get not injured, but worn out and old injuries lag and beat each other up a little bit and then come see the Jays. The Jays are going to smash. I'm sorry.
There you go. That's going to be exciting. Next game, Arizona Cardinals taking on the Tennessee Titans.
So I'll lead off if you want. This is the second leg to my parlay. I've been sort of a Cardinals backer. I'm almost like that. That's my secondary team at this point. I'm going to go with the end of my parlay would be the Cardinals. It's going to be minus 169. So it's Colts, Cardinals, minus 169. Then we're going to look to Murray, man. I've been hitting this prop every week in, week out. Over 25 yards. It might be a little bit higher. Last week, it was actually set at 27.5. So it might be like around 30, but he's been clearing 30. So, I mean, I think even with the defense of the Titans are sort of trash. I think he can get that as well too. And with Connor out, it just sort of forces him to sort of move the ball and run a little bit more as well too to open up the pass game as well too. So, man, Cardinals, Murray over, and man, maybe even actually, you know what? I'm gonna do it. Murray anytime touchdown.
Okay, I like it. I'm going to go with the simple teaser here. Arizona Cardinals, basically down to the money line or minus 0.5, under 49.
Sounds good.
Next up, LA Chargers back at home. This is a good one versus Washington. Chargers that defeat versus the Giants. That was their first loss. Washington coming off a loss to the Falcons. They have a backup quarterback in, Mariota in there. And one play that I did 2 games ago that the books don't always give you was Deebo Samuel rush yards. So if you can take that and it's low, with the wild plays, you got to take Deebo Samuel rush yards. I like the over here, straight up over 48 points. Chargers can put up points. Washington can put up points, and their defense isn't clicking like they normally do right now. So I like the over 48 points and Deebo Samuel rush yards. And if I were to tease, I would tease the Commanders +9 and over 41. But I like the straight over 48 points there in this game.
Yeah, so I mean, Jaden Daniels potentially back, but that just doesn't matter for me in this one. Although we were sort of praising them pretty high, I think him coming back might not be so easy, smooth transition. Either way, I just like the Chargers in this one. And also a stat you want to look at: the Chargers have been giving up touchdowns to the pass, man. Someone can correct me on this one, but I believe in the last 3 games, it's been 7 to the pass. So you know where I'm going to go with this? I'm going to revive one of your favorite plays. This is where it comes in. They went 2-3-2 in give up to the pass, and I'm going to go with a Justin Herbert over 1.5 touchdowns. And tail an old Tijuana Raft play. I know that's a play we sort of maybe lost on once or twice, but
Yeah, two times now. So it comes back. All right,
this is it right now. This is the time for 2 passes. I think this is going to be a hammer spot for me. Take a look at the stats on it. I could be wrong. I could have saw something completely left field, but I'm pretty sure that the Commanders have been giving up to the pass pretty heavy. So that's where we lie.
Okay. Yeah, let's do it. And I like the straight over here in this game. And I bet if I were to tease it, I would tease the Washington. That's it for that game. Next game, Bengals, who look terrible at home versus the Lions, but the line is pretty big, -10. This is one of those spots where you're just like, people are going to hammer the Lions -10. Seems like an easy one. It's hard to take the Bengals plus points against anybody right now, even though they're at home. So most likely, if when I'm doing my pick'em or when I'm doing the spreadsheet and I just do like a long shot parlay, I probably take Detroit Lions -10 instead of Bengals +10, but could change at the game time. Lions ran all over the field. You know, they got both running backs that could just run it at will and put up yards. Bengals have no quarterback. They scored 3 points last game, I believe. That was it. And they lost to the Denver Broncos. Lions seems like they should blow them out. If I were to do a teaser, I'd probably tease the Lions to minus, what is it? It's -10, so -3.5, and the under 56, because the under is really high. It's 49.
Yeah, and I was looking at like lines. I figured that the Lions are probably going to just light it up, but I was trying to figure out where to attack the points. And I'm going to keep it simple. I'm going to go Lions money line. I know that's crazy. Plus, we're going to go with a Gibbs anytime touchdown, because if they're going to be crazy, running the ball like mad, running trick plays, Gibbs he has the 2 options. He can either run it in or catch it. So give me Gibbs plus the Lions, and that'll be my mini parlay SGP for that game.
And when you have those books that give you that option, that's kind of like a grandma parlay, right? Because Detroit money line is going to be like what, -400, -500, and then Gibbs anytime is like -200. So you put them together, you get like a -150. Okay,
I'm good with it. I think they're going to run. I think they're going to just play like crazy on them, and Gibbs, like, he's going to end up with 17 touchdowns probably by the end of the season, maybe 16. So yeah, man, I'll play it all day.
And let's finish the show off with Sunday night football. Your Buffalo Bills -8 versus the Patriots. I mean, you've seen Patriots Bills over the years, year in, year out. The Buffalo Bills are -8. The line is 48. What's your first thoughts?
My first thoughts is these games play close, and you said yourself that either the Miami Dolphins or the Patriots or one of these teams is going to create a problem for the Bills. And the Bills have already sort of had those games. They've already had games where they've had problems. Even last week, they shouldn't have had the problems against the Saints, but they did. I don't think that's going to happen this week. I think the Bills are going to slap the shit out of the Patriots this week. So just keep it simple. I mean, you got to go Cook anytime touchdown plus 40 rush yards as a parlay. Even if it's chalk, it's cash. And then look at Bills -6.5 at -166. And I'm going to hit that. And that's my play for that game.
Now, the Patriots did put up 42 points, but that was against Carolina versus the Steelers. They only put up 14, more of a better competition type of team. I think with a team like the Buffalo Bills, I don't think that New England Patriots could score that many points, but I also do think that the New England Patriots might play a little bit stronger defense, more of kind of on a cautious level. So for a teaser, because it's Sunday night and I could change it. I had one guy say, hey, man, dude, you said on the show that the teaser was this, but then in your VIP you gave this. Guys, you got to realize that when I'm giving the plays here, it's days before, and things change, man. So if you want the actual play, you got to get into the VIP.
And let's divide it 1 second. Let's just be real here. This is the podcast. These are the podcast plays, whether they're leans or we run plays for each segment. They are what they are. It may switch when it goes into the VIP because he's deciphered everything down and found the finite play he wants to give out. These are the podcast plays. Take them. They're free. Just take them.
Yeah, plus the soccer plays, Ben, are hitting 70% sometimes on any given show. So keep that in mind. The teaser that I'm giving for Sunday Night Football to finish it off is going to be Bills -2, and it's going to be the under. I'm going to go with the under 56. What is it? 50, 57, 55? 56, under 56. Under 56, Bills -2. And I think they're going to, play a little bit of defense in there. But like I said, this could change by game time. So always keep that in mind. Man, what a good show.
One quick thing. Allen hasn't been throwing interceptions up until just recently. And he tends to throw one a game, or at least he did last season. So I'm just saying, if you can find value on an Allen interception, it might happen this game. Hopefully it doesn't happen to ruin. But yeah, anyways, just thought I'd throw that in there.
They're 4-0. Like you said, though, this could be one of those crazy spots where I know we don't see it happening, but the NFL might pull the curtains and say, "Hey, Patriots are winning this game." So don't be surprised if something crazy like that happens on any given Sunday night football game, because the Bills are 4-0. Cal's saying no. Cal's saying no way, it's impossible. But I'm going Bills -2, under 56 teaser. And that'll do it, man. Thanks again for the show, the reels, man. That last reel you posted, guys, go check it out. I really enjoyed that one with the tickets. I think you had the Bayern Munich coach or somebody dropping off some tickets, and you had somebody else. This is great. It was a good video, man. I appreciate it. So thanks again, guys, for joining the live. We'll do it again next week. Get in on the VIP, guys, and let's go.
This is On the Pitch with TJ Picks. He's Tijuana Raf, the top soccer capper in the game. Tune in to see how he builds his plays and get a sneak peek at the winning strategies he shares with his VIPs.
Tune into On the Pitch with TJ Picks and tail Tijuana Raf today. Como siempre, apuesta con responsabilidad.